Alright, what's up everybody? How are y'all tonight? Oh man. Okay. Uh, Hey BD, what's up, man? How are you tonight? Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Paola Lopez, I'm so sorry if I got your name wrong, by the way. Oh, what you up to, BD? Not much, finishing up for the night. Nice. Working on the Rogaldorn. Yo, that's what's up. How have you liked it? I know it's kind of a weird tank. It's got a ton of options and, well, no bottom, which is a bit weird. Yeah, I took mine, and since it doesn't have the bottom panel on it, I just used that for extra storage for the weapon options. I took some magnets and magnetized what I could, and then I used the area underneath to have a magnet or two and have the spare weapons down there. Oh, see, I didn't know a message. Wes is thinking I lost parts. No, it actually does not come with one, believe it or not. It kind of made waves in the community because everyone was like, I'm paying, $80 for an incomplete tank. And then people like 3D printed the missing piece. So it was kind of a thing. Dude, yeah, it's weird. I think like the biggest reason I remember people saying is that they basically at GW have a certain amount of sprues they allocate to a kit, and apparently the Rogaldorn went over that number if they included the bottom piece, so they just decided to leave it out, which is wild because, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I could get what they were thinking, which was, I'm sure no one's gonna look at the bottom of a tank anyway when it's on table, which is fair, I suppose. But at the same time, it's definitely kind of a weird design choice. Yeah. No, for real. Speaking of Wessex, I'm thinking about painting up one of these Dead's Guardsmen as a one of his. Hopefully he doesn't mind. So I guess I'm vested in the guard now as well. I have 80 Canadian shock troops and 15 command squad. Yeah, some of the command squad, not all of it, but maybe one of the squads you could probably sell if you really wanted to. But yeah, 80 guardsmen is about right. I have, I think, 70, roughly, at least. Oh. Yeah, I mainly need to paint them. I still don't have all of them painted. I have all of them built, but it's not a lot painted. I have 2 arty and 1 sentry. By arty, do you mean the field guns? Because those are really solid. I like those a lot. I think he does red for his. Yeah, artillery, yeah. Wessa says get manticores. So manticores are good, but they did just get a points hike. So just keep that in mind. I think they went up to like 180 points from 150, which is a bit much for what they do. So they're probably not going to be competitive this edition, at least at the moment. But as long as you're not worried about being competitive, yeah, they'll be fine. I personally really like the Basilisk for artillery. They're solid, strength 9 minus 2 AP, 1 damage, I think. But you're not really looking for the damage output, which is weird as it sounds. The Basilisk are really good for basically pushing your opponent to really think about where they move, because their effect is whenever they hit a squad, they -2 from the charge, advance rolls, and movement for that unit. So that can be really useful. But that's fair, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if your primary focus is painting, then yeah, enjoy doing that. But if you're interested in list building at all, then yeah, me and Wessex can help you there, I'm sure. If you have any questions, anyway. Yeah, this was not my finest work as far as getting the arms to a fit on, but oh well. We can cover a lot of that up with debris. I heard officers got a rule change as well. Yeah, so the new voice of command rule is not really that unsimilar from the first, but the big change is now they can issue orders at the beginning of the command phase or at the end of a phase which they disembarked from a transport or were set up onto the battlefield. So that's really big for deep striking units like Kazarkin, or not Kazarkin, what are they called? Scions, and Scion-like command squads. Because they can deep strike and then immediately give orders, which is big. Or in the case of Kazarkin, they can be in a transport with an officer. The officer can jump out with the Kazarkin, immediately give them an order, and then Kazarkin themselves get an additional order, so you can double up on them this turn. It's really useful. So yeah, it's no longer a wasted turn. Yeah, exactly, for sure. So you get a little bit more options there, which is super nice, I think. I probably won't have an official review on that until a couple weeks from now. Because the next game that I play will probably be with my Chaos. I need some Castellan officer pressure. So I'm not too familiar with the Castellan officers, but they're probably pretty solid. I really like Ursula Creed. She is a beast. I really like her a lot. I pretty much take her every game currently. And what nerf are you referring to? Oh, World Eaters. World Eaters. Yeah. I don't know exactly what happened to them, but yeah, they got hit up. Dice, like how they roll dice? Like what do you mean by that exactly? Sorry, BD. You can only re-roll once a game. Really? Wow. Hold on, let me pull that up actually. Gotta watch. Seriously. Gene Steelers, Colts, Blood Angels, Esmeralda, Carstens, Aldari, World Eaters, Berserker Enhancements. Add one to the attacks and okay. Huh. Okay, yeah. Now I see what you're saying. Dude, yeah. So the joke there with the Eldari, or the Eldar, is that they took away dice from the Fate pool, but then they said, Uldren Ulthwin, I believe is his name, adds 3 back into the pool if you bring him as your warlord. So I forget who made the joke here on TikTok, but someone did a video and they basically joked, which isn't really a joke, that tomorrow all of the Uldren Ulthwain models will be sold out because for the next 3 or 4 months they're probably just going to be running him, which is a pretty fair assumption, I think. Because I think most Eldar players are used to having a metric buttload of Fate dice. So I'm sure they will be bringing him all of the time. Lag? Oh no. Let me make sure I'm on Wi-Fi. Hold on. Yeah, I shouldn't be getting any lag. I'm on my Wi-Fi at home, so shouldn't be getting too much lag. But if I am, I apologize. Oh, no, you're good, dude. Like, it... kind of hard to tell with TikTok. Like, sometimes it's them, sometimes it's the person broadcasting. Kind of hard to tell exactly sometimes. But, yeah, no, I'm sure they will be running him in spades to keep up their Fate dice. Which is fair. A few days ago, a lot of videos go silent. Yeah, that's what I heard. Apparently, Universal Music or something like that apparently is dropping their contract uh, with TikTok. So apparently, a lot of videos are gonna get muted. Which, if a lot of mine get muted, like, it'd be unfortunate, but I'm not sweating it too much, honestly. Because a lot of those will probably just be memes. And worst case, if it turns out to be like a tutorial video or something that I did that I actually give a hoot about, I plan just to reshoot it or upload it to YouTube. So that's my very tentative plan on that. But we'll see. Yeah, for real, dude. I don't know. Like I said, I'm hoping I won't be affected too much by it, but I'm not holding my breath. Dang it. Hold on. Put you back. Oh, it's all the way up there. Of course it is. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm sure someone else will probably step up and make a very similar contract with TikTok, if I had to guess. So while we'll be out of some music for a while, I don't think it'll be incredibly permanent, probably. Dude, I was just looking at my yeah. Yeah, it's easy to do, man. The hobby can very quickly consume your wallet. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, hold on. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I see an error occurred. Thank you. Whatever. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Nidsgard World Eaters, Thousand Suns, yeah. I'm so glad I used Carla to space it all out so I wouldn't take all the hits at once. What is Carla? I've not heard of Carla. Claire, no. Still not sure what that is, buddy. Sorry. They pay up 100% in front whenever you make bi-weekly payments for interest over 6 months. Huh. That's interesting. Is that like a California only thing, or is that like national? I don't know if I'd use it. No offense to you. I mean, I'm sure it's a great service, but... Oh, jeez. Like I said, unfortunately, I just haven't heard of it. I think it's across the U.S. Okay. Well, either way, that's really cool that they have something like that. Use it for Warhammer, Amazon, or on that line LGS. Okay. That's pretty neat. Well, hopefully, once I dirty this guy up, a lot of this really bad sculpting I did won't be so noticeable. So the pre-order for Night Lord should be when? Dude, if I knew, I would tell you. I mean, just guessing here, not this weekend, but maybe like a couple weekends from now. I think he'll be in February for sure, but I don't know exactly when. But I personally prefer if it was sooner than later, though. Because I am very excited for the Night Lord's release. I'm gonna add them to the backlog, but I don't want the Drukhari that come with it. Yeah, same. Luckily, I know a buddy of mine that's hopefully gonna be staying and playing Drukhari, so hopefully he'll want to go in on the box with me. But if he doesn't, then I will have to figure out, I guess, a sale for them, which I've done before. Because whenever the Sisters of Battle had their Kill Teams box release with Dark Eldar as well, I sold the Haruspex Lilith model and the other Dark Eldar stuff that came with it. How many come killing it? How many come in the kill team? I believe it is 10 models on each side. So you'll get 10 Dark Eldar Mandrakes, and you'll get 10 Night Lords. Yeah, I feel that. I need at least... if I wanted to replace all my regular Marines with them, I would need 4. But honestly, I'm probably just going to get the one Kill Teams release, and then they should, after a few months, split the box into their own separate Kill Team boxes. That way you can just buy the Night Lords or the Drakari. So, at the end of the day, I'm not sweating it too much, and I don't need to replace my stuff immediately, at least. Yeah, usually after a while they do put them in their own releases. Like the Chaos Legionaries, they were originally in a Kill Teams only box, but after I think it was like not even that long, maybe 3 months, they released them separately in their own box. So I'm sure they'll do the same. Eventually, we'll get a Night Lords only Kill Teams box. However, it'll probably be, I mean, I can't say for sure, but it'll probably be fairly coveted, so I don't know how often you'll find it just out in the wild. So, have you decided if you're going to be getting the Fanatic line yet? Or Fantic line? I can't remember which it's called. But the new paint from Army Painter. Oh my god. I do want it, but the entire is... They won $749 for the new line. Boy howdy. They are... they're putting something in their pipe. I'll put it that way. That is outrageous. Even for 200 paints, that is outrageous. I think at that point you can buy like most other paint ranges for cheaper. I mean, just because I know it off the top of my head, I mean, using Pro Acryl as an example, you buy the base kit, which comes with all your primaries and some extras. That's like $100. And then if you want to buy the metallics, I think that's another $50 or $60. Same with like the washes. So that's like $200 there. I mean, I guess maybe by the time you buy every expansion, you're looking at like $300 to maybe $450-ish. But it's not anywhere near $700. And to be fair, the reviews that they've been getting are really solid, but still... Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. Like, I know the reviews they're getting are solid, but... crap. I want to paint minis, but I don't want to paint them that badly. No, I mean... to be fair, maybe in a few months, when they're taking over the paint market, maybe I'll eat my words, but till then, Yeah, it'll be a mine before I collect it. Yeah. I mean, what I've been doing is, I mean, probably not overall the like most financially smart thing, but I've been just buying paints as I need it, for what I need. So, you know, most of the time I'm only getting like maybe 2 or 3 paints at a time. And for some stuff, I've just learned how to mix for. But to be fair, you know, that's a lot of energy invested to learning to do something that you could just buy something for. So, you know, there's an argument to both, I think. I plan on Pro Acryls. I have a few of their bottles already. Yeah, dude. I mean, they're solid, man. I really like their products. They're solid. They haven't let me down yet. Um, oh man. Black, white, warm gray, black wash is nice. Yeah, absolutely. I really like their black wash. It's, again, I know I've said it before, but it is basically the old Nolan oil from Citadel, and I really love that. So I've always been super happy with their black wash. Whew. Oh boy. Man, I'm tired. Yeah, I will. I will. I've just been busy, man. It's been a heck of a couple days. But I'm gonna try to get these two dudes done up tonight. They don't need to be amazing, so get them done, hopefully, and then I'll call it a night. And then I got a day ahead of me tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I won't get into it too much on a TikTok live, but one of my parents has scared the bejesus out of me for about 48 hours, so fun. But at least they're okay. Oh yeah, yeah. It's all right. Like I said, it's just been a couple days, man. But yeah, everything's alright though. Just ready to get to the weekend. Oh yeah, definitely, dude. Yeah, you'll need to send me pictures of that. That sounds cool as hell. Sounds badass. Yeah, I'm interested to see your 3D prints anyway. Cause like I said, I'm really kind of new to all of it, so I don't really know like what I should be looking for as like quality goes and stuff like that. Um, I mean, so far I'm happy with the cavalry I got printed out from the shop I go to. Yep. Oh, guy says he uses the Elegoo Saturn II 8K. Okay, I'll have to check into that. Because I know the shop that I go uses a Saturn S. No idea which one is better, quote unquote. So I'd have to check into that, but that's good to know. I appreciate it. He says 12K printers have diminished returns for minis that small. Yeah, that's the one thing I do know. Like, really 4K and 8K is really about as high as you need to go for miniatures for tabletop. Showed me his setup, and he has like so many at his home. 4 printers in the front room, 5 in a spare. Dude, that sounds like the dream. Honestly, I would take just 1 printer at the moment. I'm thinking about if I can afford it sometime this year or next year. I might try to set one up in my garage. Because I think most days during like spring and going into like summer at night, probably, given at least last year, I could probably use the garage to do printing. But when like the humidity and temperature are really bad, I'm probably going to have to step away from it, unfortunately. At least, though, during the winter, if I got one of the machines, they're a little more expensive, but they do the automatic print bed warming for you whenever you cycle up the printer. At least then I wouldn't have to worry about it being too cold outside or in the garage for the print to print successfully. There we go. Oh. There we go. Took a few coats, but what I had seen was a chocolate printer makes mini out of what? That sounds really interesting. Oh. Ugh. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. That. Boom. Don't like the chokehold this hobby has me. Dude, tell me about it. I feel that. Could be worse, to be fair. That's very true. But yeah, no, I understand. $200 plus minis to be able to paint, and guess want more. Yeah. No, that's how it goes, man. Like, dude, if you had told me 10 plus years ago, I would be like more than 4 armies in, and considering getting more, I'd have called you crazy. However, doesn't seem that crazy now. So, yeah. I mean, hey, I feel like if I had the same kind of, resources as I did now, or, even last year, to like whenever I was the age I got into the hobby, yeah, I'd probably be in a very similar boat in a very similar amount of time myself, so don't feel too bad. Because between the armies and the lore, like, I fell really quickly, so... Let me see what positioning I'm gonna want here. Hey, Jeremy, what's up? Finally a live that makes sense. Well, I'm glad I could provide such a live. Come on, stand up. I know you're like a 20-year-old model or whatever. Whenever the old janky cultist came out, but... There we go. Okay. Is Finecast metal? No. Finecast is... Here, I'll show you. I actually have a old Finecast Chaos Sorcerer. This is Finecast. So it's not resin, but it's very similar to resin. Like you can see it's kind of flexible. You're going to have some like weird pitting and stuff like that, which is why they primarily called it failed cast. Like you have like, I don't know if it'll focus, but you have some like really weird stuff going on with it. But no, Finecast is not metal, but it is a very difficult medium to work with, in my opinion. I do not like it. It's very susceptible to heat. So for those reasons, I tend to avoid it if I can. You know what? Just so I'm not messing with this dude constantly. Where did I put my little pin drill? Alright. Found my little pin drill. Take some blue tack. Let go. Pop that on there. I'm gonna put his butt on there. There we go. That way I can paint a little bit easier without potentially pulling off paint from other areas. How many command squads do I need? So, that's a good question. I tend to take at least 2 or 3 at least, of not command squads particularly, but officer types that can issue orders. So like I usually take like a command squad, Ursula Creed, and like a Watchmaster since I play Death Corps. Which is basically like the equivalent of a commissar, kind of. But I like to have at least 3 things that can give orders. I don't think 3 squads is overkill, but I also don't know if they're entirely necessary, if that makes sense. Come on. There we go. Once he's glued down, I don't think that'll ever matter again, luckily. Yeah, I don't think you need 15 or anything like that. Like I said, I think for your casual game, 3 things that can issue orders tends to be fine. Because most of the time, if you're playing casually at least, you're not going to be able to order throughout the whole game anyway, probably. So, I shoot for at least 3 things that can give orders to specific units in my army. Like, I'll typically have one babysitting my artillery so they can get take aim, and then I'll have one with like my Kazarkin, and then I'll have our Ursula with like a transport and maybe some Kazarkin or something like that. That's generally what I kind of do. That Saravina Rain looks sick. Yeah, the model is really cool. I want to pick her up at some point, but unfortunately she doesn't have her own rules. So she would just be a stand-in for a commissar, which I think is also what Wessex does for her. So but yeah, her model's really nice, though. I do like her model a lot. Yeah, no, absolutely, dude. Like I said, I really like her model. I really wish they had given her own rules. Yarick, yeah, Yarick is a beast. It's a real shame they took him out of the index. Because I really like Yarick, and he has some fantastic lore. Like, if you don't know Commissar Yarick's story, I highly recommend looking it up, because it is well worth it. The dude is a legend for a reason. Just barely opened Horus Rising. Yeah, well, I mean, you don't need to, like, read all of his books or anything. I mean, you can. They're probably great. But I'm just talking about, like, you know, in general, like, go hit up, like, Wikipedia, or just search, like, here on TikTok, like, Commissar Yarick lore. You know, whatever floats your boat. I would just say, you know, whenever you get a moment, he's definitely worth looking into. Very cool character. Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, if you want to read through his books, I mean, they're, I imagine, well worth it. I'm just saying, if you want, like, to get a brief idea of who he was, and, you know, like, TikTok or YouTube would be just fine for that. And then, you know, once you have an idea and if you want to read his books, then, you know, by all means go for it. That may have been way too much water. I learned from TikTok about him. Yeah. And ended up being, he's the guy who wanted to survive, right? Ended up beating Beast? Yeah, so basically, in short, he was the commanding officer over the War of Armageddon, and he was in charge of, or not the whole war, but he was in charge of the defense of Armageddon during the War of Armageddon. And Ghazghul Thraka was invading, and at one point, Ghazghul thought that he should be able to take the city, I believe it was, and he ended up. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, but yeah, or what? May have been another war boss in the orc army, but point being, he was defending a city, and they didn't really respect the orcs didn't really respect anybody but Yarick, and that only became more so whenever he got into one-on-one combat with a war boss, and the orc managed to cut off his arm, but then Yarick managed to kill him, and Yarick took the war boss's power claw arm and attached it to himself. And then later on in the Second War of Armageddon, he ended up fighting another war boss, lost his eye, and then had it augmented and replaced with a small but powerful laser beam, basically. Because he found out that the orcs had basically given him the evil eye, and then he called it the baleful eye. So in game previously, it was like a strength 4 shot or something ridiculous for like a little eyeball laser beam. It was pretty amazing for what it was, but yeah, he's one of the only humans to make a big impact on orcs. I don't know if Ghazghul brought him back. I wouldn't honestly be shocked, though, given, the nature of their relationship. Yarick did end up living a abnormally long life for a human, and there's a lot of speculation that the orcs were what kept him alive, and not like rejuvenating treatments that are typical in like high-ranking military officials and human, like, hierarchy, basically. Which, if ever, like, proven right, would be super interesting. But yeah, it's rumored that the orcs kept him alive by power of belief, basically. Which would be wild, like I said, if ever confirmed by GW. I know orcs hate demons for killing Yarrick and taking him away, or something along those lines. I'm not caught up on his current lore, so if that's what happened, yeah, I could imagine the orcs would be very upset that Yarrick was killed by demons. Alright, cool. Like I said, a lot of this will be covered up by just mud and dirt and blood, but, you know, hey. Crazy in a horrible universe, they have these outlandish stories. Yeah, for real. I mean, but in fairness, though, the orcs are just outlandish in themselves, though. I mean, it's even rumored that the Emperor himself is kept alive by orc magic, because every Space Marine and Imperial Guard regiment all go out and scream for the Eternal Emperor, you know, or something to do with the Emperor. So people are like, well, it's not entirely impossible that the orcs just believe that he's this eternal being, and you know, because of that, technically the Golden Throne isn't even doing anything, and it's just orc belief keeping him alive. I personally kind of find that a little hard to believe, but it'd be hilarious. Hey, Goblin Forge, what's up, dude? Yeah, I'm back. You're catching the tail end of the stream, honestly. I'm pretty tired, so I will be calling it a night soon. Plus, I got fairly early morning tomorrow. I'm actually meeting with a commission studio to talk about some stuff. So maybe some plans in the future. I will keep everyone posted. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that I can get a lot of good information from him, because he's a really cool dude, and he's done some work for me, so I trust the information I'd be getting from him on how to do things in the future. No, actually Lobo Studios, local guy to where I'm at, and I've had some stuff done by him, so I trust him fairly well, in my opinion. And since I'm interested in doing commission work in the future this year, I'm hoping he can kind of give me some advice on that. Those green stuff sandbags look good. Thanks, man. I don't really have like a fantastic answer for you. If this is the color of Tanith, then yeah. But the red was actually inspired by Wessex Wargaming. His regiment is red. I didn't want to do like a 1-to-1, but at least a nod. So I used the red for the armor like he does. I figured the gray would pair well with that. Oh, okay. Are you talking about these dudes? Because these are cultists. Get that out of there. Oh, the one leg guy. Yeah, he doesn't really have much of a back, but yeah, he's gonna be on this base here for this war dog. He's gonna be doing something kind of like that, and I'm gonna have the mud going over him a lot, so a lot of the like gaps and stuff are gonna be covered, and then I'm gonna have this cultist. Hopefully, I can do this. Yeah, kind of like that. And then you'll have to imagine like the texture and the ground around them. So that's the idea for that war dog and its base. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. And then for this one, I got this. I can't really decide if he's dead or dying, but I'm gonna have this guy here. And then I'm going to have this cultist doing kind of that number. Like he just walked up on him while the war dog is advancing. So that's kind of the idea there. Yeah, Night Lord's cultists are pretty cool. These are the old Dark Vengeance cultists. So if you want to get a hold of these, you can. And they're really easy to paint up. I just did contrast, and then I did a very heavy wash of Nolan Oil and Leviathan Blue. Just 50-50. And I really like how that made them look nice and dirty. Being skinless meat shields, yeah. Fair enough. So I'm going to try to get this dude's head glued on there. Kind of have it just... Yeah, there we go. Kind of just tilt it over looking at the map or whatever. And then he'll be there. Kind of ready to give the old final taparoonie. So yeah, I think that'll look really cool. I'm looking forward to getting it finished up. But on that note, guys, I think this is where I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I really appreciate everyone showing up. BD, I always appreciate the good conversation. But I'm going to go get some sleep. Yeah, Goblin, I try to stream every Wednesday night. Sometimes it doesn't happen because of life or work or whatever. But I do try to stream every week on Wednesday, and then if I can fit another live in during that time frame, I will. But that just doesn't always happen, so a lot of the times it's kind of just, you know, a guess. Hey, Campbell. How are you this morning? I'm doing good. I'm super tired, about to go to bed, actually, so... Sorry you missed most of the live, but I'll go ahead and, you know, show off what I've been doing. I can't really hold it up because nothing's glued down yet. But I got this base here, which is going to have a Wessex Wargaming inspired guardsman and a cultist kind of ready to finish up what my Night Lords have done. And then on this base, I'm going to have a just regular Cadian dying or something like that being dead. and then a cultist just simply running by him as the Chaos War Dog, breaks through the barrier. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've been watching other lives to fill the void. There's left. Sorry, man. This has been busy, man. But I'm hoping. I'm hoping to do more streaming in the future. It's been a busy time, man. So I appreciate everyone's patience. Y'all are great. Before I actually close out the night, I need to clean this brush, so let me go get some clean water, and I'll do that and talk a little bit more. But I really do appreciate the support, everyone. I really do. It means a lot. And then, shameless plug for anyone that cares, I do have a fledgling YouTube channel under the same name, Big Nerd. I'm going to at least be uploading my streams there, so if y'all miss them, you can go check them out there. I have my last week's stream up on YouTube. And then I plan on doing like tutorials and stuff on YouTube as well. So that's my current plan for that. Currently working on my Rogaldorn tank for my custom regiments. Almost finished. Nice, dude. Yeah, you and BD both have been working on y'all's Rogaldorns. I really need to get mine painted. But to be fair, I have like 2 Lehman Russes in front of it, so it's got a little bit to wait. But yeah, Garden Boy clubs. Yeah. I have 3 more to build. Yeah, you can't have enough tanks, man. I think it's 4 Lehman Russes, 1 Rogaldorn, 3 Chimeras, 2 Basilisk, 1 Medusa. Yeah, I think that's all my vehicles, but I need more. Definitely need more. I'd probably want to get at least another couple Chimeras, because I really like them. They've been really handy in games that I've played lately. Okay, where did I put the good one? Oh, I see it. We all need more, or just more money. Yeah. Yeah, and I'd appreciate it, man. Goblin, if you subscribe over to the YouTube, I really do appreciate that too. I have 1 more Rogaldorn, a Baneblade. Oh, that's right. I do have 2 Baneblades. That's right. I have 2 of them. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. 1 Basilisk, 1 Deathstrike, and 3 Bane Wolves left to go. But just the Rogaldorn and the Baneblade are building. The rest are 3D printed. Nice! Yeah, I forget what they're called, but they have the Chimera bodies, but then they have, like, giant flamer turrets. I think they're called Hellhounds or Chem Dogs or something like that. I want to get a couple of those 3D printed, because, like, you can't find them anywhere, in my opinion. Those are Hellhounds, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. And those look really, really cool. But like I said, I can't find them anywhere, so I'm just gonna get them 3D printed. Bane Wolves are the Kim Cannon versions. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the 3D print kit comes with both variants, I think. Because I'm going to get the ones from Red Makers. Because I printed out some Cavalry not too long ago. I'll actually show you those. I don't have a 3D printer, but I found a local-ish shop that does 3D printing for a small price. So for it being pretty reasonable, I'm pretty happy. But yeah, I'll show you a couple of the models I got 3D printed. One moment. So I went ahead and primed and zenithaled the Commissar that I had 3D printed. And he's looking really cool. I like him a lot. Especially now that I got it primed and zenithaled. Man, I cannot talk. This is how I know I need to go to bed. And then here is one of the regular Red Maker 3D printed Cavalry models. Pretty happy with it overall. I did have to do a little bit of support cleanup, which wasn't too bad. I expected it to be worse, but yeah, I'm probably gonna get another like 5 or 10 of them printed. Like, I know they're not great in game, but they're just so cool, and I feel like they fit the Death Corps of Krieg really well. So I'm probably gonna get like another 10 of them printed to have a whole 20. I can send it your way if you'd like. What, the STLs? Dude, that would be sick. Yeah, direct message me on TikTok, or if you're in the hobby club, finding me in the hobby club and then just send me a message over Discord. And we can do that. Because that would be awesome, man. I'd really appreciate it. Not that they're super expensive through Red Makers, but you know, free is obviously better. And yeah, no, I really like. Oh my god. Well, when I'm about to fall asleep in my chair, I think that's it for me, guys. Thank y'all so much for listening to me banter and ramble tonight as I hastily paint some dead guardsmen. Y'all have a great evening. I will see y'all next time. Hopefully y'all have a good day. Yeah, y'all too. Take it easy.